This is a follow-up video to my previous Bigscreen Beyond video. If you didn't watch it, the quick story of it is that I sent my headset in to be serviced. It was only supposed to take them 2 weeks to service it, but it ended up taking them 8.5 weeks, just for me to receive it again and the issue not be fixed. But I got a response again from them today, and I wanted to discuss it because, frankly, it was a little heartbreaking. But there's some hope. And in order for their response to make sense, I want to walk you through the history. And I know I don't want to just give you a big, long story, but I'm about to, because otherwise it would make absolutely no sense. Because their response didn't even make sense to me. Anyways, you can see I have these images pulled up. When I first got in contact with them about 3 months ago, they sent me this image because I said, hey, I'm seeing a black dot on my display. And they sent me this and they're like, show us where it is. And so I sent the image back to them. I downloaded this direct image from our chats. I put the black dot right there and I'm basically like, that's the issue. I was also seeing like 2 of them right here, but they didn't bother me so much. It's just this one. So basically I was seeing 3 dead pixels, but only one was the one that I really cared about getting fixed, because the other 2, I would not see them naturally. Anyways, as I was in contact with them discussing this issue, I wanted to, of course, give them as much information as I could. I didn't want to definitively say if it was a dead pixel or not. I just wanted to give them the information and have them draw their own conclusions. So we'll get to this, because this is interesting. As I was communicating them this issue I had, I noticed a thin black horizontal line was forming right along. It went right and intersected through this dead pixel. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, I told them. And they're like, okay, that might mean that this is an internal display connector issue, because it wasn't always present, but it would like fade in and out as this thin black line. That's why they sent me a replacement cable and link box in the first place. And I think when I sent my headset in to be serviced, they completely disregarded the fact that I started support talking about this dead pixel, and they're just like, oh, black horizontal line, let's see if it fixes things. And they sent it back to me. And ever since then, I've used my headset for about 30 minutes. I haven't spotted any thin black horizontal lines yet. So I think they did actually fix a display connector issue. But the only problem is that was just a small part of my overall issue. The big issue here is the dead pixel. That's why I started the support ticket. That little thin black line was just, although it was a problem, it was like a small problem that supplemented this bigger problem. And I think that they must have gotten confused in the process, because I literally discovered that line during the time I was chatting with support and putting on my headset to fill out this diagram. I'm like, oh my gosh, I see a black line now. What's this? And then it became more visible over time. So I think they might have gotten a little confused and just only thought about the thin black horizontal line. And I got the response back, and they asked me a question of, oh, was this dead pixel, was this there before, or did this only appear afterwards, after you received it from us, after we finished servicing it? And I sat there, I'm like, oh my gosh, did they even realize that was even a problem in the first place? Because it was. I didn't want to outright say this was a dead pixel. I just wanted to say, hey, there's a black dot on my display, and there's also a black horizontal line going through my display. I didn't want to jump to any conclusions of what the source of the problem might actually be, because they're the VR support. So I just want to give them all the info I have and then have them determine the path forward from there. But now that I got the whole headset fixed and sent back to me, and I look at this and I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's a dead pixel. I mean, if you replace the internal connector, you replace the cable, you replace the link box, I mean, the only thing I can imagine is it's a dead pixel. There's literally no other explanation. And so I said, yeah, I wasn't really saying it was a dead pixel earlier because I wasn't terribly confident, just because I don't want to be a know-it-all. I know how the inner workings of your VR headset, and I know how to diagnose everything. But now that we've like literally tried anything, I'm like, oh yeah, for sure it's a dead pixel. But I got hit with that question of like, oh, was this something is this like a new issue that's appeared since the repair? And I'm like, no, it's appeared since the very beginning. That's why I opened this ticket in the first place. So yeah. And the other thing I was told was that, as I said, I downloaded this thing from the chat like, 3 months ago when they initially asked me about this. So I have this diagram. It's just sitting in the customer support logs between me and the person. So it's just like I linked them to this image, and I'm like, yeah, no, look, you can see it's right there. Because in their support message, they also said that I was sending some through the lens videos and I didn't have my camera perfectly lined up. So I'm like, oh yeah, you can see I literally got the dead pixel on pictures and on videos. And I said, you can see it in this video. Just look on the left side and it's right there. It was the left on the video. Oh my goodness. My laptop fell asleep. Basically, if I was shooting a through the lens video, I was like shooting it like that. So then like in the video, you'd see the pixel on the left side, just because it was really hard to align my camera because I was recording with an iPhone and like the rubber face cushion was getting in the way. So I couldn't like line my camera up to be dead center with the dead pixel. Anyways, I think he saw the videos and thought, oh my gosh, the pixel is to the side. Because along with that response of, oh, was this a problem since repairing, was also, we can't fix this. Your warranty does not cover dead pixels that are not located in the center of the vision. We cannot repair your headset and we cannot replace it for your situation. Now sitting there like, oh my God, there's no way. This is like literally as dead center as it gets. But I think it was a misunderstanding because he said the pixel wasn't centered. I think they were looking at the videos I sent them that day, where, I mean, if I had the camera in the videos, they'd be like, oh, the pixel's off to the side. Like, okay, clearly it's not centered. That's not covered by warranty. But I replied to because this was in Discord, so you can literally just reply to messages and you can click on it and it takes you right back to it. I replied to the thing I sent 3 months ago. I'm like, no, look, this diagram, it is literally dead center. So in the current state, I'm still waiting for a response. I was notified like, hey, it's going to take like 8 days to get a response now. I think the guy was going on vacation or something. I'm not exactly sure. But I won't get a response for 8 days. So I got that thing of, hey, we're not going to do anything about that problem because your warranty isn't covered by it because your dead pixel isn't centered. And I basically sent a response like, wait a second, but it is. Like, it's literally right here. But I won't be getting a response for 8 days. So I will sit in suspense thinking, will I have wasted $1,000 on a VR headset that's defective with a company refusing to replace it because of a misunderstanding? And it's like, what? Again, I think it's a misunderstanding and they just didn't realize that it's centered, even though this image is in our chat logs. Let me think of another thing to say. Because my warranty, I received my headset on July 26th. Today, what date is it? It's July 8th. And they're going to get back to me on the 16th. So, getting back to me on the 16th, that is 10 days before my warranty expires. I opened my support ticket on like March 15th, which is almost 4 whole months ago. So I had this ticket open for literally a entire third of a year, and there's a 1-year warranty on this headset. And for a third of that entire warranty, this ticket's been open, and it's just been stalling forever to be resolved. And I'm like actually terrified, like, oh my goodness, are we going to get to the point where it's literally alongside the headset taking 4.5 times longer to repair than anticipated, or like 4.25. Took them 8.5 weeks instead of 2 weeks. Like, that's crazy. That's like 2 whole months. So yeah, I'm literally running out of warranty time, and I hope they're going to be I heard good things about their warranty, where if people's warranties expire, they'll like provide support for just a little bit after. I think I should be in the safe zone, because I mean, I've literally had this ticket open for almost 4 months with them. So this is not like an issue I've had post-warranty. This is an issue that I've reported to them and have been trying to solve with them since I was well early on into my warranty. Well, I say early, like 8 months into my warranty, which is pretty great. Anyways, it's a lot of uncertainty. Like, number one, will I just be stalled so far my warranty expires and then they pull like a sorry man? I hope not. I don't think they would. I heard good things about them with their warranties and not being super strict, or they're like, oh, but sorry, buddy, it was like a day after, too bad. They're not that company, is what I've heard. So I have high hopes for that. But the other thing is I'm like, I don't think they understood this like dead pixel in the first place, of like, even though I sent them a diagram of it. I mean, I sent them 2 diagrams. Literally this one too. I don't know. I don't know if this is making a lot of sense. I just kind of wanted to speak my thoughts on this, because it's a confusing situation, and I won't even get to have any of these questions answered until like July 16th, so in 8 more days. Only 10 days before my warranty expires. Woohoo! I don't know. This situation is crazy. I just heard such good things about Bigscreen support, and I could have never imagined in my wildest dreams that I'd be having something bad like this, because it's really, I just never heard anything like this before, aside from a comment I received on the previous video about someone going through like 4 headsets before ultimately selling it. I'm sorry, like, this is getting unacceptable. I don't want to be negative about this, because I love the headset. I just hate having a defective one and not getting the defects fixed. It's so painful. So painful. Yeah, I just needed to get a little a little ranty there, because it's literally, I mean, it's frustrating. You spend this much money on a piece of hardware. It's like, oh my gosh, just please, I don't care what you do. Just fix my issue, because this is like immersion breaking. Oh my goodness. I hope this can this can get some attention on this situation, because I want to hear to see if this is like really a thing people go through. Like, is this a normal situation? Like, I know they made the Beyond 2, and I would definitely consider buying like a Beyond 3 by the time something like that comes out. But I don't even know anymore, because this situation has been just so awful, and I shouldn't need to have this much uncertainty and worry for hardware this expensive. That I wouldn't even want to buy another headset from them like in the future, even if it's like the best one ever, because I don't want to get like a little defect and have it not be fixed and then told tough luck. Like, that would just, oh my God, that would suck so bad. I know Pimax is making like Dream Air, or there's like the Mega Neck Superlight 8K, although I don't think either of those are perfect either. It's just like, oh, yeah, I don't know. I thought this video was going to be very short, but it's not. Yeah, so I'll make another video in like 8 days when I get a response. Hopefully they do respond in the 8 days. It might be like 9 days. Oh my goodness. But yeah, stay tuned. Hope for the best. Hooray. See ya.